Hey guys, I'm here with Robert DeLona, and today we're talking about social media, some political stuff, and how not to get scammed whether you're getting landscape done or construction done. So let me get to you. How is it like communicating with clients, bro? Like as far as being socially awkward or not being socially awkward, is that important in landscaping?
Yeah, I mean, I think for any business owner, it's important. If you're not confident, if you don't even know what to say or look people in the eyes, or small talk, I would say to be a good salesman, you got to have some kind of like people skills, like kind of be funny, just not awkward.
Some sort of game?
Not game, but like just natural. Like talk to people, know how to crack jokes, when to crack jokes. Because I feel that plays into also being able to build that relationship. Because before I was socially awkward. I remember I wasn't open to like building relationships with clients. And now that I'm married, I work on relationships. I know what it's like to really like to communicate a lot better versus just kind of like being closed off and not being open.
Do you feel that hurts like the older dudes? Like let's say like your pops, my pops, like because they're more like about the work?
Yeah, I mean, I think my pops, he has pretty good relationships with his customers, and he's had them for like 20, 30 years. He knows them, he knows their family, he knows their kids, he saw their kids grow up. But I feel like it does, it affects more like the closed-minded people that aren't even aware of what relationships can do and not being socially awkward. How it affects you in a bad way.
Do you think like, let's say for instance, two people go. One's just like, here's the price, and the other who's shooting the shit. You think that guy has that advantage? The one that's just like being homies with the client?
Yeah, of course. You come off and how could you put it? You come off like as a real person, like you actually care about the project. Not you just show up, give a price, and you just leave. I feel like if you can shoot the shit and be funny, look at them in the eyes, and like actually hold a conversation, they're probably gonna trust you. Because if you're the dude that just shows up and you're mumbling, you can't even look at them in the eyes, you have no body language, you're kind of just standing there with the tape measure in your hand. they're
measure.
Yeah, probably not gonna trust you.
Dude, and that's why like I feel like for me, I know your guys is a little different with landscaping. Like you guys show beautiful stuff, but it's like I show a lot of my personality because it's like, oh shit, I can relate to this guy, you know?
Yeah.
And on social media, and that's why I go for my page instead of the company page. Because this is like where somebody's gonna live, and
because it comes down to selling yourself. If you can sell yourself in a way where you're not pitching them like, you know, we're the greatest company, this is why you should hire us. If you can give them like a little brief example of what it's gonna be like dealing with you throughout the project, I think you're in pretty good position. So if you show up, you're cool, you make small talk, you can relate to them. Small talk about just. I feel like because I got my house recently, I can relate to the homeowners now more on a whole other level.
Yeah.
So I kind of talk about that kind of stuff. I'm like, oh, you know, at my house, I had to do this. So I try and relate to them and try and give them a glimpse of what it's like hiring us, where it's cool. There's a lot of communication. I can relate to them with a lot of stuff. I think it goes a long way versus not even relating to them or just giving them like a standoff kind of position. Because they're going to think that's how you're going to be throughout the process. And no one wants to deal with that.
So let's say there's a lot of guys watching landscape dudes that are going to watch this, and they're going to be like, hey, because a lot of landscape dudes look up to you, right?
Right.
And you have a coaching program and all that. Like, give me a lead comes in to you closing the deal. What does that look like?
So the lead will come in through the website, either through Google or Instagram or something like that. It comes in, I try and call them within about an hour and a half to show them that, you know, we're not taking forever to respond. And I'll schedule an appointment. We'll briefly go over the project on the phone to see if they're the right fit for us. If not, I can send them off to someone else. If they're looking for a design, we let them know beforehand that, you know, designs are separate from the project. It'll be like a, you know, $1,800 to $2,500 for a design. We'll schedule an on-site appointment, meet them on site, go over the project, go over different styles, the extension of the project.
Do you ask for money? Like how are you going to fund this before you guys actually go on the site? or not really?
Not really.
Okay.
Most of the time, if they're gonna look for funding, I think they'll mention it to me. I've had a couple that have came forward and said on the first phone call that they're looking for a financer, and then I'll send them over to my third party finance.
Okay.
Yeah. So then we'll meet in person, go over the project, and if they're gonna change the house, we go over different design styles, what they like, what they don't like, and then we'll either get them to agree to a 3D rendering, or maybe they'll already have one in place, and then we'll take.
What's a 3D rendering cost for them?
So it depends. If it's front and backyard, like around $1,800.
Okay.
Yeah, and then it depends on the size of the property, to be honest, and how extensive and how detailed the project is. And if they're good to go with the rendering, more than likely they're probably going to hire you. And then once you have the design in place, then you can actually give them a bid, because you can't bid on something you don't know what you're going to build. You're just bidding blindly.
Yeah.
So then, and it has to be fast. The design has to be within about a week. I would say no more than a couple of days. And you have to be constantly communicating with them throughout that process, because the last thing you want to do is overpromise and say, I'll have it ready by Thursday. And then you're like on Monday,
turning it in.
You already look bad. So you don't want to set yourself up for failure in that aspect. So you have to learn how to manage expectations even throughout the sales process.
Yeah. I think one mistake I personally make, and I was having one of my buddies, because he does sales for a living, so I'm thinking of bringing him on board, is we get so many leads, bro. I can't fulfill. I just can't. I'm having trouble with that. So it's like I need somebody to do that whole process between the lead comes in, getting them on the phone, qualifying them, and then see if they're a good fit, And I don't know, we get probably just organically like 60 leads a month.
That's a lot.
So I can't keep up, bro. It's just very hard. So I'm like, I need a few people on the team. Like if that's an extra 3 to 4 projects, that's a lot of money.
Yeah. Yeah. Because you look at it as the money you're missing out on. But
I don't, because I'm like, I'd rather make sure I'm 100% with the people we're working on. So I'll let the lead fall through instead of the customer falling through.
Right.
So I just know I need more personnel to come in,
Yeah. So I guess you're probably at the same point where I'm at, because the big thing for me was when I was planning out what I was going to do this year as my goals, a big question was who? Like, who can I bring in to add value and to really help? Because I already have, the leads come in, the social media is there. First, it was what do I got to do? First get the leads to come in. That's what you first have to do. And now there's so many leads. I'm in the same boat as you. Is I don't get 60 a month. I'm not popping like you. But
you got 120,000 people on Instagram.
But a big question I think for both of us probably who we can add to the team, and while keeping that the customer service high and not losing how could you word it? Not losing kind of your quality.
Integrity.
That's what you don't want to lose. Yeah. You don't want to scale and then lose quality.
Scale chaos.
Because you're going to have a bunch of pissed off customers.
Yeah. And that's the reason why we don't do. So it's just kind of like, okay, if I get somebody to help me on the sales side or the fulfillment on the sales side, I don't even consider it a sell, because people that are hitting us up, they're probably already ready to go anyways.
Yeah.
So it's not a crazy sell,
Yeah.
But if I get somebody there, it could let me focus more on the, obviously, marketing, which is creating videos. That's not hard.
Yeah.
And then on the fulfillment side, like obviously making sure nothing falls through the cracks on that side.
Yeah.
And I do have people that help me on that side, but still, it's not always like me having eyes on it but I could focus more on that if I get somebody just doing sales 100%. Yeah. So that's kind of where I think one dilemma I have that I have to tackle down this year.
Yeah, because I tried hiring a sales guy for a minute, and he was good for probably the first month, but then he kind of fell through because he wasn't landing any deals, and I was checking every project he was bidding on and going on, but I kind of slacked on my end because after I let him go, I found like 5 estimates that were never sent out. And he was doing what I was talking about, was he was over-promising, under-delivering. He wasn't landing anything because it was taking too long with the estimates, or he wasn't communicating correctly. And I learned that whoever you're going to hire for sales has to have experience in sales. Yeah. They have to know what the sales cycle is. They have to know communication, build a relationship. And that's why if I were to bring someone else on, it's going to be somebody that's going to for sure add a lot of value and not have to train them constantly and have to babysit them a lot.
Oh, you're looking for the golden goose.
Yeah, so I brought him on, and it worked out, but at the same time it didn't. And I feel like now I know what not to do when it comes to hiring salespeople.
So you have this, they become a client. Then from there, how long did it take you to start a project?
It depends. If it's with permits, that can take months. But if it's something that doesn't need permits, we can probably get them on the schedule. Well, right now we're pretty booked, but if it's a smaller job, we can probably fit them in within a couple of weeks.
Do people get bothered by that?
Oh yeah, they do. Most people want to start on their project already. So, when someone's been looking at doing their yard, they've been talking about it for months or years. They've told their friends about it. They've spoken to their wife about it. So most of them want to jump on it right away. So we do tell them, hey, we're like 4 months booked out for this type of project, and they'll either wait or they won't wait.
Damn, that's crazy.
Yeah,
dude.
but a lot of the times, how it's permits, they wait because I tell them, either way, you're gonna take 3 months with the permit. Yeah. So by the time if you sign the contract, we'll get you on schedule, and by the time we get the permit, give me about a month.
Yeah,
and we can probably jump on it.
That's the hard part. Like it's like balancing act. Like we have probably, I don't know, we have to start 3 projects. I have another plans ready to go, like ready to build another maybe 6 that we have to quote. And I'm just like, we're not talking about like, a little AD. We're talking about like 1,000 square foot ADUs, 1,200 square foot ADUs. And it's just like, I have to see which is going to make sense for the schedule too, because if, let's say I land all the jobs, I can't fulfill that.
Yeah.
And then it goes back to over getting customers and not being able to fulfill, which I see a lot of companies. I don't know if the people do it in the landscape industry, but in the construction side, these guys take on a lot of projects, deposits, and then they just have people sitting there and waiting.
Yeah, that's probably what you don't want to do.
Yeah, no, I'm saying a lot of people in the construction space do that, and then you won't see it right away, but then you'll see reviews coming in, and they just look bad, bro. So, is there landscape companies that that are like unethical?
Yeah, I would say there's a lot of them out there. But like you said, once one customer starts to speak up about it, then a bunch more come out. And you got to be smart with how you operate, because the last thing you want to do is, some people don't realize that as contractors, we're salesmen, we design too, but you also have to go and build it and still make profit, which is a whole other thing in and of itself, aside from sales. So you definitely don't want to spread yourself too thin. And it's what you see. Like you said, there's contractors that do it. There's landscapers that do it. And, recently there's been that.
Have you ever done that?
I have. Yeah. That's why I scaled back a couple months ago. Yeah. So it happened last year because of all the rain that we had, all like the 7 atmospheric rivers that we had. I wasn't spread too thin where I wasn't making money, but I had a lot of pissed off customers because of the rain. So I had like 4 open jobs, and there was guys on site every day, and we were still making profit, but we just got behind on projects because of the rain. So projects we should have finished like in January of last year, we were finishing them like in May. Oof. Yeah, so there's a lot of pissed off customers.
Well, I have a guy right now I want to start. We were supposed to start last week. It's a new build. I can't start because the rain's coming. And I can't start right now because everything's wet still. Yeah. So it's like I don't want to start on like very like muddy. Like I don't want to put my guys through that, bro. Yeah. So it's like I told him it's gonna rain again tonight. So I said we're gonna start probably like Monday or Tuesday. Yeah. So,
and there's more rain coming soon. Have you seen?
So I'm just like, you could get butthurt, but that's the options we have. Like I can't control the weather, dude. Yeah. So you're gonna tell me something
Well, there was that big landscape company that went down, and I think you saw it, right? Yeah. It's been talk of the town.
Yeah, in the landscape world.
Yeah, in the landscape world.
So what did this person do or this company do that you should be aware of?
Yeah, well, I mean, as a consumer, as a contractor.
Consumer.
As a consumer, you really got to be careful as far as like 3D renderings and what you see online. You for sure have to do your research on whoever it is you're gonna hire. Look up their bond or their license, if they have any complaints, if they have any open lawsuits. It's all public record. Yeah. You can literally just type in their company name and put versus, and then if there's any lawsuits, they'll pop up. So, yeah.
Let me see.
Yeah. But as a consumer, I definitely don't get like, don't get sold on a 3D rendering that's like crazy, because you can, like I said, to see now, bro. Has it popped up?
No, we don't got anything on ours. So I think we're good, bro. I'll check mine.
On yours, I thought they were checking the other company.
No. So the one thing I see, dude, is like the bunch of renderings and no finished product. No. It's like, dude, where's the finished product? Yeah. Even construction companies a bunch of renderings, a bunch of this is how you do this, beautiful pictures. Looks like out of magazine stuff, but then they have no actual finished work. I'm like, okay, you can't be posting fucking 40 renderings and then zero product.
Yeah.
Real product.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You know?
But the thing is, a lot of the guys that get into custom build, they think that they need to have the employees that do everything. And I think that's where a lot of them drop the ball. And that's when they start getting behind on stuff because they make mistakes because it's custom stuff. And if you can have the best employee and they might make a mistake. And once you start making mistakes, it starts costing you money. And then what if they make more than one mistake? So you really got to be careful when you're doing design build. I would say try and operate with like a mixture of in-house versus subcontractors.
Mm. Mm-hmm. Even us that we do design build on ADUs, it's a template, bro. I don't like, we'll venture off maybe a little, but it's like, hey, this is our 2-bedroom, 1-bathroom. This is what it is. This is what it's going to cost you. We could place that one here.
Yeah.
1-bedroom, 1-bathroom. This is what it is. We could place that here in your, you know, so that we've already done it, so we know the price.
It's more streamlined.
It's more streamlined. And a lot, you know, if there's a customer that doesn't like it, that probably we're not the contractor for it, or we got to charge more. Yeah, because there's going to be more headaches and more problems that are going to arise.
Did you figure that out at first, or was it like a thing you like slowly started seeing as you got into like design jobs?
Well, when we owned the gyms, we had challenges. So we streamlined the challenge. So it was like same thing, like lead comes in, phone call sale, get them closed. Once we get them closed, they all start at the same time. Yeah. Similar meal plan and maybe do just a little adjustments and then get them through the whole 5 weeks and then sell them on the back end for the next program. So I was like, okay, how could I replicate that for the construction space? Which every sales cycle, it's the same thing. You got to get a lead. Yeah. You got to get attention, got to get the lead, got to get the sale, got to fulfill. If you don't do those things, you're going to have bad customer experience, which are going to be bad reviews. Yeah. Or people are not going to buy your stuff again. You know? Yeah. And I'll say, like, for us, we'll have people that we did ADUs maybe 2 years ago that now their parents are going to do a new ADU on their property. So now it's like we're getting returning customers from other, like, people in the family. Yeah. So it's just like, okay, so we did something right if they're referring us out customers. Yeah. You know, so that's kind of how I always saw the construction space. Like, how could I systemize this compared to, like, custom work? Because custom work is, like...
It's hard to have a system.
It's hard to have a system, one. And two, from what I've seen on custom work and the customers I've experienced on custom work, it's they want super high quality, super custom work, but don't want to pay much. That's what I've seen. Yeah.
Yeah, I could say I've seen my fair share of that as well in the custom.
People think custom is money, and I'm like, no, they want it to look like money, but they don't want to spend the money. So I'm just like, well, how could we standardize this that I'm not ripping off the client, and, you know, they're getting a good product and good service. Yeah. That's kind of what we're doing with trying to systemize construction.
Yeah, like if I were to redo it, if I were to start from zero, I would do the same thing. I would do something that's simple, just streamlined. Landscaping only, concrete only, or landscaping and concrete only. That's what I would do. Just fast.
Not the pools.
It's fast. I mean, I'm kind of getting out of them. They're cool, but it's just the permits just take way too long. And I don't have the crew in place to where I can have like an office guy be in charge of that, or I have permit runners and stuff, but it's a lot to deal with. The design and then the architecture and then the engineering.
Coordination.
Yeah, it's a lot of coordination. Yeah.
And I see those projects, like, I'll give you 2 examples. We have one that, let's say the ADU costs $250. I have $50,000 tied up at the end, right? Or 40. Yeah. And the ADU is done. But I can't go ask the homeowner for the payment till we get the final, till Edison comes in and installs their meter, or till the gas company installs their gas line, their new gas line. So because they don't care, they're like, well, my ADU is not functional. Yeah. So it's like I got 40 grand tied up there, 50 grand tied up, and it's just like I can't ask for it because it's not done yet. Yeah. But we're done, all our material's done, all our labor's done, but the money's sitting there. Shoot. So it's kind of like, you know, those projects take a lot longer than, let's just say, something that doesn't need new meters. Yeah. And then it's
like a remodel.
Like a remodel. Yeah. But then at the same time, it's 2 different type of clients. Yeah. So I'm like, do I want these type of clients that are just like, handle it, not on my case, compared to a remodel? If that's their house, or if it's a flipper, they're very You know, I want, it's off by an eighth of an inch. It's like, come on, dude.
Yeah. Well, I mean, don't get me wrong. Though. There is money in the custom work. It's a lot to deal with, and I think unless you have a passion for custom work and really being like a craftsmanship and like being super into it, you're not gonna want to deal with the problems that come with it. Like you said, the picky customers, or because aside from being custom work, it's still a business. So you still get the normal problems that come with owning a business.
Yeah.
You get the picky customers, the ones that are hard to deal with. Sometimes the payments are late. So it's all the same thing as a regular functioning business, but add on top being super detailed, super custom. You're probably custom engineering. It's a lot to deal with, and if you don't have a passion for it, I would say you probably won't last.
Do you have a passion for landscaping?
I do. That's why I still do it.
Yeah?
Yeah. So
if you didn't do it, what would you do?
If I didn't do landscaping, or I don't know. I mean, I've never had a job outside of landscaping, so I grew up in it.
I tell you, I have more passion for construction than I do for the gyms. Like, I like construction, bro. So, like, the cool part was when we were building the gyms. That was cool to me. And the cool part was the marketing side of it. But then, like, the actual fulfillment was, like, a drag, you know?
Yeah.
And it wasn't always a drag, but you had a lot more, like, it's just more people. So, right here you do it with one customer, and that's a good amount of money.
Yeah.
Over there, you would have to get 100 customers to get probably the same amount of money. So, it's a lot more person to person, and then different attitudes.
And
like,
you can be picky with who your customers are too in construction.
Yeah.
You don't have to take on every person that walks at the door.
Like a gym. 60 leads a month, bro. Organic. That's crazy.
Yeah.
So I was like, fuck, if we turn on ads, bro,
It's a done deal.
It'll be a done deal for the business, because I'll flood it. Like, imagine, could you take on 5 more clients right now?
No, I'm booked for the year.
That's what I'm saying. Like, if you would take on 5 more clients each month, you'd be screwed.
Yeah, you would.
So everybody always wants more customers, but you don't need more customers. Like, because if we take on like 2 more a month, I could probably make it work. But let's say 5 more a month, I'd be shooting myself in the foot.
Yeah. So
there has to be that balance, or else do you bring in more guys, then you have more drama with payroll and employees. So it's a balancing act. Like, which one do you take care of more? More customers, which I don't think neither you or I have that problem, but there's a lot of guys that do.
Yeah.
Right? Or do you fulfill more? And then if you focus on fulfillment more, you don't get enough customers.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So how do you get more customers?
Social media.
Only way?
So I would say around 70% is through social media, and maybe 30 through referrals, or they see my truck driving around.
Google?
Mostly Instagram, Yelp, some on Google. Yeah. Not a lot. Mostly Instagram, though.
You're not worried, like, let's say Instagram shuts down, bro? Or social media? That doesn't worry you?
I mean, maybe, but not right now.
Or you, like, start talking about politics and they crush you? And they're like, all right.
Well, that's when I talk about politics. On social media. I have 2 pages. My personal page, where I'll get a little iffy. And then I have my company page where I don't, nothing but work.
No. Should I be worried about that? No? Okay. Because sometimes I think, I'm like, dude, what if I do get shut down? But I don't go too political either.
Yeah. Or why don't you do a backup page? Just do like a page for your business.
I saw you were doing that. A backup page.
Yeah, I started another one.
Why?
Yeah, just. Well, because I think so. This is why I don't talk politics on my social media. Was when the pandemic came around, I was running ads for landscaping on my personal page. Okay. And I posted like some anti-vaccine stuff, and I got banned from running ads. And my reach is down on my personal profile. Like, it's down. I have 140,000 followers, and I think I'll get like maybe 4,000 or 5,000 story views. But on my landscaping page, I'll get like 10,000, 15,000 story views.
So how many followers did you buy?
0.
No, so that's something to be aware of, dude.
Yeah, you gotta be careful, because, I mean, I hate to see it. I hate to not be able to share my opinion, but at the same time, you know, we're not in a world where free speech is really a thing on some of these platforms. It's just the world we live in. So unless you go on X.
Yeah, so you feel that they've throttled you down.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you can see it. I'll post the same video on my personal page, and I'll post it on my Pinewood page. On Pinewood, it blows up. On my personal, 4,000 views.
Damn.
That's why I'm careful with what I post.
Damn. I haven't seen it affect me, bro. I really haven't. Actually, I think those videos I do, and it's not even talking about politics. It's talking about what I believe. It's not even like I'm not trying to be political, but I haven't seen it. If anything, they kind of go viral because a lot of people are like, yeah, I agree on the same things.
Yeah. You know? Well, it might have hit me because I was running ads. I was running ads when I posted something like that.
Where are you running ads for?
Landscaping.
Landscaping?
Yeah, for landscaping.
But like just, I'm cutting your grass?
No, for like concrete work.
Okay.
Like concrete or pavers. I was running ads and then I posted some anti-vaccine stuff. They banned me from running ads. I still can't run ads. And my engagement's way down.
How many boosters you got?
Me?
Yeah.
I didn't even take any.
How
I
many
never got the
boosters
vax. What about you?
The world may never know. What do you think, Paulie? How many?
I got like
-4. It's just they pushed it too much, bro. I was just like, nah, I'm good.
Yeah.
My wife, at that time, all her family, bro, was like, you need to go get it. You need to go get it. And I said, fuck no. I said, you can go get it. All you want, but me or my kids ain't taking it. I'm sorry. And I remember that night, you know, because you were like, you couldn't go out or whatever. Well, she couldn't go out. I was still going out. She didn't want to go out, but I was going out because, you know, her mom, they were all like scaring her to death. And then I said, go get it if you want. And she started crying. She's like, I don't know what to do. And then right now she's like, thank you for not making me get it. That's crazy, bro. I don't even know. And it's so sad that you can't talk about this stuff because people that got it feel like that you're attacking them. I'm not attacking you. It's like, dude, you made your choice. Like,
my body, my choice, right?
Yeah. Like,
Same logic.
Like, and people still think that you should get it. And it's like, it's crazy to me, bro.
Yeah.
It's like you got it, you still got sick, and you're going to get it?
Well, it goes back to what Trump said. Is like the best bet we have is herd immunity. That's what he was saying at first, and everyone was like, oh, how are you going to say that? And I don't know what. But, I mean, it's not even a vaccine at this point. It's more like a treatment. You have to go in and get all these boosters every year. Like, is it a vaccine where you don't get it anymore? Or is it a treatment?
It's like the flu vaccine. You get the flu vaccine?
No.
You
I don't get any vaccines. They wanted to set... I just got a dog, and I got her vaccine for rabies and for the worms and stuff. And they wanted to set her up on a treatment, like on the package. Like, oh, you need to bring her in for the boosters. Like, my dog doesn't need no boosters. If it's a vaccine, don't you only need it once? Once your body has it, doesn't your body get used to it? You're telling me you got to come back every 3 months for a booster?
Know, that's that booster stuff's above my pay grade, but it just didn't make sense the way they were pushing it, you know?
Well, think about it. If you're a big pharma company, are you gonna want your customers to come in once, or do you want to get them to come in multiple times?
Well, because I own a business, I would tell you I would want them to come in multiple times. Yeah,
exactly.
For sure.
Yeah. So what are they gonna do? If they actually treat their patient and they don't come back, well, then their business is done.
Yeah.
Same thing as hospitals. If you go in there, they try and get you set up on these pills or these things, and they're gonna want you to keep coming back. People don't know that hospitals, they're privately held companies. Somebody owns it. It's a business. A hospital is a business.
Yeah.
And it comes back to the same thing. Was you want your customers? Do you want to give them the treatment the first time and then they never come back, or do you want to get them set up on some kind of like vitamins and have them coming back, or just take a couple of visits to finish treating them?
That's why I go to my boy Torre Blanca in Huntington Park, bro. That fool just injects you, says you're done, bro. You ain't got to come back anymore, you know?
Or go down to teach and get an injection.
Why is that, dude? Like, I didn't believe in, because my mom would always be like, oh, go to Torre Blanca. He'll just give you boom. Then I didn't believe when I was younger.
Yeah.
And now as I'm getting older, and then we take the kids, we take them to a regular doctor. Shot, take this. You take them to Torre Blanca. You know, one of those like cash freaking doctors. Just boom, injection, done. I'm going to see you again. And the kids get better right away. So I'm just like, interesting. And same thing if you go to TJ, it's the same type of doctor.
Yeah, same thing.
Like, just like, okay, what do you have? Okay, we'll take care of it.
Yeah. Yeah, because I had an uncle, he had I forget what, it was like a disease, but he couldn't smell, or he had like no flavor to taste food. And he had no appetite. And he was getting skinny. No. It was before COVID.
Did you get it?
I think I got it. I never even took a test for it. I think I got it though, but I'm fine.
Yeah.
But my uncle, he had this thing, and he was going to the doctor here, and he was going in for treatments. He was going for like 2 months, and my uncle was getting skinnier and skinnier. And my dad told him, he's like, dude, he's like, fuck that. Let's go to TJ. They'll get you an injection, and watch, you'll be better in a week. And sure enough, they went down there, went to Hospital Guadalajara, injected him in his butt. It felt better like 2 days later.
That's weird, bro.
Yeah.
That's so weird.
Yeah.
That's
got
crazy.
his appetite right away.
What do you have?
Oh, I forgot the name of it.
Probably like a worm or something. No? Usually that's...
No, it was like I think it started with like a P.
A parasite?
No, I forgot.
That's like the symptoms of your skin.
No, it was a disease. It wasn't a worm. But I'll tell you later. But I forgot what it was.
So, you prefer a small crew or a big crew, bro?
It depends. But I mean, in-house, I try and keep it lean. Now I
Okay.
try and keep it lean. Yeah,
Okay.
not too many guys.
So you're telling me why would you want it lean compared to the guys that are saying go big?
Yeah, I mean, I was talking with one of my friends earlier. My friend Jesus Lomeli. So during the busy season, during the summer, it's probably cool to have a big crew or maybe, a couple of subs. But when you're huge and have all this overhead, we were saying that your overhead is not like your chick. It's not going to forgive you.
Mm-hmm.
It's there every month.
Mm-hmm.
Those payments are there every month. So you got to really look at the how you operate and the type of projects that you do. So if you do something that's streamlined, like we said, where it's very basic, there's very, if you make an error, it's not really going to cost you anything besides a couple of hours of work. I would say you can operate with more employees, but if you're doing custom stuff, it's hard because you have more workers' comp, which is expensive in California. I think it's $1 million minimum, right?
Mm-hmm.
You have workers' comp, you have payroll tax, you have all these trucks, you need more equipment, you need scheduling. Then you have to find a way to actually keep track that these guys are actually doing their
job.
what they're supposed to do and that you're still turning a profit. So the way I operate now is I have a small crew in-house, but they're skilled guys that have been trained over a couple of years. They can do anything from form work to pavers to stone to landscaping. And if I need more people or if I have a project that they don't excel in, I just bring in subs. And then that way I still have to manage the sub, but I don't have to manage them on a way where I'm losing money because they're there or because they took too long.
Because they're going to be the ones losing the money if they take too long.
Exactly.
That makes sense. That's kind of how we operate, dude.
Yeah.
It's scary to see big crews, bro. And then I have the opposite side is where these guys have zero crews and they're just selling and they just try to sub out everything and it's a disaster.
Yeah, because then they can't get the subs to come back sometimes for warranty.
Do they do that in landscape? Or not too much?
I haven't really seen it. The subs that I've dealt with, they're pretty good with warranty.
No, I'm saying, have you seen companies that are basically just a sales company and they source out all the landscape work?
Well, not directly for landscaping, but for pavers. For like, how there's concrete and there's pavers. There's a company, all they do is they just have like 20 salesmen and they just sub it all out, all of it. And all they do is pavers.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Dude.
Yeah. And they're good on warranties. So they hold all their subs accountable because they have a lot of work. They market everywhere. They probably spend hundreds of thousands a month on advertising, but they have so many subs that charge them, cheap. And that's all the subs do. They'll come in, they'll demo, they'll charge them like $6-7 a square foot, and then they get it done and they're out of there. But then the owners, they don't worry about anything. They just got to worry about selling.
But you see, that's one of the winning scenarios, right? Like that one company, but how many try to do that and just go sideways, nasty?
Yeah. Yeah.
I see that with the ADU space, bro. Like they'll fucking brag online. Oh, we're crushing it. We're doing great on Instagram. But then you see the reviews on Yelp and it doesn't look like they're crushing it. It looks like you're not crushing it. It looks like your subs can't show up for work. And then pavers, how many subs you got? It's the same sub. It's the same type of sub for all the work, right? Like,
Yeah.
So it's like you have 100 different paver guys, paver subcontractors.
Yeah.
When you're building construction, you have your plumber, your electrician, framers, the foundation, the roof guy. So for one project, you have to manage tons of subs.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like doesn't make sense. Doesn't add up as much as let's say a quick paver job.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. So like you said, if you do custom, you definitely have to have different guys for different stuff and probably some in-house guys. But like how that company, they streamlined it. That's all they do. They don't do anything outside of that. Yeah, they don't do anything outside of that, which makes it really easy. Mm-hmm. But still, I'm pretty sure that they struggle with bringing some of these guys back to cover warranty.
That's the hard part, dude. The warranty part. That's the part where a lot of people don't factor in on their construction prices. Mm-hmm. Like right now, I have one of my guys in a project we probably finished 3 months ago. Mm-hmm. Like they're about to rent it out and they want to do a little adjustments that, rightfully so, which I understand. So I'm like, yeah, I'll send my guy. His day's $300. So I'm losing $300 a day. Mm-hmm. But no, if you priced it in, you shouldn't have a problem.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you price in your warranties?
Yeah, I do. So it's all set up in my man-hour rate. So what I do is I set budgets for the year. So I'll do like a budget for future investments, a budget to cover warranties, payroll. And
what's your budget for warranties like in a year?
I think the last time I did a live in my coaching group, I think I set in like 60 grand to cover warranties for the year.
Of labor?
Yeah, of labor.
So you divide the 60 grand into the jobs?
So it's all into my man hours. So it all goes, it all comes down, I have everything calculated as far as depreciation for the assets, the truck payments, it all goes into one price per guy per hour. So all of that's in there. So, and it goes to the jobs. So if I charge a job if we take, 32 hours, I'll bill it at 32 hours at like $100 an hour, which is, I'm between 100 to 106 an hour.
And that's the profit margin. Like your profit margin accounted into that man hour
everything,
as well.
Yeah, everything's in there.
But then your material's separate.
Yeah.
Got it.
So I have profit for Pinewood, personal profit for me, overhead recovery, budgets for future investments, budgets for warranties, everything.
So your
all
expenses.
That should be in there. Because I know we should be charging. If guys are cheap, they're probably, in the long run, they're probably losing money, to be honest with you. Because people don't factor that in. They don't factor in warranty. Factors that in. No,
Warranty does not even thought about, dude. Mm-hmm. I already know because it's hurt me before. I'm just like, dude, like, I got to send this guy. It's going to come out of nowhere already. Mm-hmm. So I'm like, why not charge it?
Yeah.
Because it's going to happen at every single project. Yeah. Or mostly all projects.
Mm-hmm. And I feel like a lot of business owners, they just operate blind. They don't even, like the spreadsheet that we talked about, mm-hmm. People don't even spreadsheet any of their jobs, any of their fuel, how much they spend on materials, how much they spend on their guys. No one does that. And they're just operating blind. And I've seen a lot of guys that operate like that, and then I teach them the correct way to bid. And they've told me that they bid a job, they made around $4 or $5 grand profit, but then they compared it to how much they would have bid if they bid it with how I taught them how to do it. They said that they pretty much broke even in the long run. But
they're just fearful that they're not going to get the project.
Or that, or they don't know how to bid is the thing. Mm. They never took into consideration budgets for advertising. They pretty much thought that if they tried to make $200 to $300K a year in profit, that's how much they were going to make. But they never thought even to consider putting into a budget outside stuff of just profit. Because if you make mistakes or say your truck breaks down and you have to spend $6-7 grand, that's $6-7 grand out of your profit for the year. Mm-hmm. So at the end of the year, you're going to break even or you're not going to make hardly any profit. So which is why it's important to set those budgets in for maintenance and everything else.
Like projecting what's going to happen in the future.
Yeah. So you have some room to lose money.
Very few people run their shit like that, bro. Mm-hmm. Especially with the future problems, like let's say warranties, expenses that are like your car expense. Like nobody accounts for oil changes and any of that, or new tires or a flat tire. Yeah, nobody accounts for that.
Mm-hmm. Or just depreciation in and of itself of the machines and the trucks and everything.
Nobody accounts for that, especially like smaller guys. Nope. Mm-hmm. No, so that's why it's like, damn, you guys are expensive. I'm like, well, yeah, I do like making profit.
Mm-hmm. Like, yeah, we're expensive, but we're going to finish your job. We're not going to do halfway only.
I told you about the guy that took the homeowner for $260,000?
No.
$260,000 now? She, this guy came out with a crazy good price. She's like, yeah, let's do it. in the construction side, when framing goes up, people get excited. Oh my God, it's almost there. It's like, nah, dog, you're just starting.
Yeah, you're just starting.
And this guy asked for more payment. She saw it getting done, cashed them out, just walked off, bro.
No.
Yeah. 260 grand, bro.
Was he licensed?
No. She's like, what could I do?
Nothing.
And then they try to take him, prison. It's a civil matter. So you can't even.
Yeah, no.
You can't even. It's not even a criminal
Yeah,
charge.
it's no criminal.
Because he could say, well, it was 260 worth of work. And she could say no, but then that's not even it's not even a crime. It's civil.
Yeah.
So they have to sue him civilly.
Yeah.
And if somebody's stealing money, they probably don't have shit. So what are you gonna sue civilly?
Did they even have a contract?
Yeah,
Yeah.
but you know?
Yeah.
Like, and that happens frequently, bro.
Damn. And that sucks because, you know, a lot of these homeowners, they take out loans to do these things. And if they walk off with that money, they're still stuck with that payment.
Loan.
Yeah, they're stuck with that loan.
This person, it was their inherited house from their grandparents, bro. So they'll probably end up having to sell it. I don't know. I didn't follow up, but they'll probably end up selling it because they have a half-done house, no rent, no nothing, and a big mortgage on top of it.
And you can't even sell it at market price because of that.
Because it's not done.
No, it's not done.
Yeah. Sucks, dude. Any questions you have for me, dude?
I would say, how has social media impacted you in terms of just staying busy? Because I feel like a lot of contractors that are starting out, they think that they have to, you know, list on Google or list on Yelp, but how has posting videos to Instagram specifically changed your business directly?
You get 3-4 leads a day, bro. Talk about real stuff. Talk about what's really happening on a project. Like, it's funny because every construction guy tries to hide certain stuff. You know, like they try to not let the homeowner know. I'm like, no, I'll let the homeowner know. I don't care. And then that way there's transparency with future homeowners. And they're like, oh, I want to work with this guy because there's transparency. I don't have a problem paying more because I know it's going to get done. So everybody thinks everybody's looking for a bargain, which is true. Everybody is always looking for a bargain. But it has to offset with, is this guy going to finish my project or not? Yeah. And I think a lot of times people know they're paying more with us. It's cool. I say it in videos. You're probably going to pay more with us, but it's going to get done.
Yeah. You have nothing to worry about.
You have nothing to worry about. We're not going to take advantage of you. We're not going to ask you for payments ahead of time. It's going to get done exactly how the contract is stated. So I think a peace of mind for customers is huge, right?
Yeah.
Especially you're talking about 40 grand. Like, I don't know how much landscape projects are, but I'm sure it's in the thousands.
Yeah.
You know? So social media just kind of lets you bypass all that nonsense of like cheap customers.
Yeah.
People that are looking for a super bargain. Like, they're like, well, if I'm following this guy, I know I'm going to pay a little bit more, but I know it's going to get done.
Yeah.
So that's the type of client I want.
Or like the websites like
Angie's List and all that stuff.
Angie's List, or what's that other one that's pretty big? Home Advisor, where they send the lead to like 50 other contractors.
They call me all the time, bro. Yeah. All the time that I should promote on their stuff. I even have some of these companies trying to have me promote their stuff, dude. Like promote their website. You know, I'm like, no, dude. Like, like,
I have a question for you.
Go ahead.
If you could put a value on your social media presence, what would you value it at? In terms of like for construction wise?
I think $1 million a year easily.
Yeah, I did the same thing. I tried breaking it down as to what it can compare to. And I would say my social media presence is the same as having about 8 to 9 million worth of real estate paying you monthly. So say a year you take home profit about, say net about 10%. And if you're doing about, say you're doing about 3 mil a year, and all of that's coming directly from Instagram, and say you net 10% of that, which is around 300K. So if you have around 8 to 9 million in rentals, your net's going to be, would you say around 300K? Or what would you say?
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's comparable to that. So I would say a lot of people don't know that because I've gone in directly off of Instagram around 2 million worth of work in the last year and a half.
I think we're obviously volume of sales were probably a little higher, but our ticket price is higher too. But yeah, no, it's crazy. The only thing with real estate, bro, you get the equity on the backside.
Oh yeah, that's
that you don't get. That
yeah.
you don't get on
Yeah.
social. Well, you kind of get it, but it's just long term, right? Like because you're growing your following.
Yeah.
When I launched the other course, bro, and I stopped launching it, the ADU Academy. That's what it's called, the ADU Academy. I launched it, and in 1 month, I did 9 sales at $500, and it's good stuff. Like for homeowners that don't want to get like hustled.
Yeah.
It's great. Like, hey, this is what you gotta be careful of on the job site and with your contractor, especially homeowners that have never done ADUs before. So I sold 9 in a month.
Yeah.
I stopped selling it. I don't know why. Don't ask me why, because I don't know why. I think we're like real busy. I'm like, I don't need this money, you know. But it's still like I didn't have to do any more work because I already created it.
Yeah.
So that was with 10,000 followers, and I sold 9 in a month
Yeah.
without trying. I think I did like 3 stories. So I was just like, dude, like just equate that to now this many more followers. The audience is more engaged. So just even in course sales, and also something I just found out is like I didn't know until you told me. Like they pay the platforms pay you.
Yeah.
And I saw like I think I had like $1,500 I haven't cashed out from Instagram, which is Instagram's hard to get paid for, right?
Yeah, it is. It is.
So I had $1,500 I still haven't cashed out. I gotta cash it out. I gotta put my bank account or whatever. But there's $1,500 sitting in my account. So, you know, they're paying you to advertise now. Compared to like when I was in the gym, I would pay ads to advertise. So now it's flipped around. So why wouldn't you do content?
Yeah. TikTok pays really good too.
Yeah.
I think 1 month I took like 6 or 7 grand on TikTok.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Bro. Yeah.
Yeah. YouTube too.
What are you getting at YouTube?
YouTube, they don't pay that much for short form videos. I think I got like, it was like a crazy number. It was like 30 million views on YouTube in like a month and a half. I got maybe like 2 grand. Which is still something, you know?
Bro, that's like $2 grand that you're already doing this. Like you, so I'm like any construction guy that's not doing social media and just showcasing what they're doing. Your work must suck, 1, or 2. You just don't want to make more money.
Yeah, because I mean, you get the 2 grand, but then you also get the social proof. By me posting to YouTube, I passed the 100K subscribers and I got the plaque, and it puts way more, you know, social proof on my name, on having the plaque.
Do you feel cool when you got the plaque?
Feel pretty cool. Yeah. I'm not even gonna lie. Feel good.
Yeah. All from shorts?
All from shorts.
Fuck, bro. You see that? That's crazy. That's rare. That's very rare from shorts.
Yeah. And it was all recycled content from TikTok.
Yeah.
So that same video I posted on Instagram got like 12 million views. Posted it to TikTok, got like another 20. Posted it on YouTube, it got 30 million views.
And 100K followers or subscribers.
Yeah. I think I'm like at almost 150 right now on YouTube.
Do you get any customers from YouTube or not?
I did, yeah. I got a couple. Yeah, I got a couple from YouTube.
Damn, dude, that's crazy.
Yeah,
my YouTube sucks.
But dude, customers are always watching. Like the customer that I'm at their house right now, he watches YouTube. He watches all these other contractors on YouTube. So there's people who definitely watch. And the easiest way to go viral is to showcase what you guys are building. If you do badass work, show that online and just be creative with it. And that's how you'll get followers. Not by, you know, standing in front of a camera and trying to sell a course. You're not going to go viral like that. You have to be original. You have to showcase your work. And that's how the people that I've coached, I've gotten a bunch of pages to above 100K followers, and they've just been showcasing their work, showing off what they do. And that's how you get known.
Yeah. Well, in my little ADU world, I think I'm known, bro. So.
No, but I mean, you show your craft is the thing. You're not trying to get known by you know, like trying to sell a course. You're selling a course because people are asking you for it because you have the followers. Yeah. But there's people out there that are putting the cart before the horse, and it's not done that way. You have to get the followers first, and you do that by showing off that you're good at building something. You need the social proof first.
When you go to Home Depot, do people stop you, bro?
I haven't had it happen at Home Depot, but I've gone to like Pico Rivera, the sports arena. People have pulled me over, asked me for pictures. I've been to a couple of coffee shops and asked me for pictures too.
I feel like every fucking time I go to Home Depot, bro, I get stopped. It's crazy. It's like, oh, and they don't say my name. You're the ADU guy. I'm like, yeah, I'm the ADU guy.
Yeah.
And nowhere else, bro, I get stopped but Home Depot's or Lowe's, wherever the hell I go. But one of those two.
I stopped you at Home Depot the other day.
Oh, yeah, there you go. Yeah. So, no, dude, it's cool, man. So social media, bro, it's crazy. I don't know why people are not doing it. And I told my sales guy buddy, I told him, bro, you got to start, like, posting content.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, yeah, I'll get to it. What do you think scares people from doing it?
I don't know. I think they probably don't think that they're going to be creative enough, or they're just not used to having cameras around them.
Yeah.
Because it definitely works. I think once people really open their mind and open their eyes to what can be done with it, then I think they kind of get a better idea of it. But the people that don't do it, I've seen they're not even around people that are on social media. They don't even open that door for themselves. But I think what scares people the most is probably just the camera, to be honest.
So I tell people use your phone first. You're used to your phone. You're not used to your camera.
Yeah.
You're not used to one of these, but you're used to a phone. So the phone will be easier.
Yeah. And that's what I've seen go most viral too, is just phone footage. Phone footage, yeah.
So you don't need like a fancy video guy?
No.
Sorry, Poland. You're out, bro.
I say when you're starting out, just use your phone. But if you get into like high end stuff, like this, like production, then hire a videographer. Or there's two different styles of content. There's content which is also, you have to have a strategy for social media. You can't just blindly post. You have to have some kind of strategy. And there's videos what I do is it's either going to be a viral video or it's going to be a video to service my followers. So if it's going to be a viral video, it's going to be phone footage for sure. It's going to be a before and after or a time-lapse video of showing what we're building, or a voiceover. It'll be a video covering a whole project with a voiceover, or I'll do a video where I'll bring in like a production team and they'll record like slow-mos or drone shots, and that'll service my followers. But I don't expect those to go viral because they usually don't. But it's just something for my followers to see. So like when I have a customer that they say, oh, let me see your Instagram, or, they'll come to my page.
So you don't give them a business card anymore?
No. Do you still have business cards?
I've never had a business card, bro. No, I'm like, get my Instagram or get my TikTok.
Yeah.
That's it.
That's all you need.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's crazy you say that, because we have videos that say, we'll do like once the ADU is done, and I say, hey, this rents out for X amount. Those will go viral. So they'll serve as viral videos, right?
Yeah.
And then we do have like more in the details about ADUs. Those don't go as viral.
Exactly.
But they service the following.
Yeah.
So yeah, we do subconsciously. I didn't know we were doing that, but we're doing that. So we'll do or then we'll go like some personal beliefs. So that serves as like if my customer works with me, they know who they're working with. You get me?
Yeah.
So it's like between those three things, and the personal beliefs sometimes go viral.
Yeah.
Because you're gonna have half of the people that don't agree with your belief. So that makes sense. We do viral, service content, and then personal. So I just noticed that right now.
Yeah.
That's good. Dude.
Yeah, and I would say, that's how we operate too. It's either I've tried to shoot for viral stuff, but I'm kind of like getting away from it because I already have a bunch of followers. So I'm leaning more towards servicing. Servicing now.
And I can't fulfill my lead, so I go more towards servicing, bro.
Yeah.
I'm like, what do I need to go more viral for? And really, bro, like it's just so many people we get. It's just like, even if we did have the sales guy, I couldn't service everybody, bro. I just can't. Like it's just not possible. Yeah. And that's why it's like, people ask me, what about a contractor here? What about a contractor? I'm like, I can't. Like, I don't know anybody, but here's what you could do. Like, get this course. This will show you all the pitfalls that happen so you won't lose money. And hopefully, if like that one time I posted it, I got 9 people to sign up like in less than a month. Yeah. So I was like, hopefully that's, it helps people out, which I know what I'm posting is it's the real, like the real stuff that happens at an ADU project. So that's why I think courses are so helpful, because courses have helped me, dude.
Yeah, same with me. Yeah.
So I'm like, okay, I want to go viral. This is what I got to do. Got a course on that. I want to grow my brand. This is what I got to do. I want to create a course. I bought somebody that teaches you how to create a course. Yeah. I want to learn more about construction. Course for that. So I believe in it. That's why it's just like, why not do it too? Yeah,
and then there's a lot of different courses out there, and you're gonna resonate with somebody that probably someone else doesn't resonate with. So I would say just choose somebody that you really resonate with and just see what they're about.
And that they're real.
Yeah, and that they're real, that they actually have
A
the
real
backup.
following.
Yeah.
A real projects. That was cool when you did your meetup that you took them to an actual project.
Yeah.
Because they could actually see it.
Yeah, and they see that we're actually very detailed. We're not just a bunch of cap.
That should look like in Disneyland, bro. That shit was cool.
Yeah, it was nice.
It's a nice little project.
Yeah.
What'd that one run for? If you don't, I mean,
That one, the pool alone, I think was with permits, maybe like in the 160s,
okay.
170s, and then the patio another 25. So high 180s, 190s.
Yeah, that shit was detailed, bro. Very detailed.
Yeah.
Was that like your biggest project or no?
No.
What's been like the most expensive project you've ever done?
That we've completed, it was one that we did in Rancho Palos Verdes. It was retaining walls, barbecue island, pizza oven.
Yeah, give me the price. Doc.
Fireplace.
What's the price?
Well, that was before COVID was a big thing. Before prices went through the roof, but pre-COVID prices it was 200, 240, I think. Pre-COVID, now that one will be barking up 300s.
Yeah, easily.
Yeah, but I do have the biggest one that we're gonna start. We're still in permits. That one's 390.
Off of social media?
Instagram.
Damn, 390 off of social
Yeah,
media?
off of Instagram.
Bro, my first freaking contract I got from social media was like 350. And I was like, shit. So I was like, do I create more of these videos? You know, I'm just like thinking like 350, bro.
Yeah.
350,000 in sales. Obviously not profit, in sales. But I was like, damn, that's a lot of money, dude.
Yeah.
And they're like, we trust you. You're going to get it done. So my dad's like, how'd you get this client? I was like, oh, through Instagram. Like, pásame el teléfono, yo te grabo. So like, cool. So that's literally how it started, bro. Cause I was like, let me just try it.
Yeah.
And I didn't have anything else going on. I thought, let me just try making videos, see what happens.
Do you do TikTok?
Repost.
I've gotten a lot off of TikTok too. I think I got one for, well, the celebrity that I mentioned to you that one time. He was off of TikTok. His was for like 230K, and then another one, in Orange County. That one I think was like 175. From TikTok.
There's real money on
TikTok.
this shit, bro. There's real money in this.
Yeah, because you never know who's watching. Like you know the politician Dan Crenshaw, the guy with he has an eye patch. He's a Republican.
Yeah.
He follows my Pinewood page.
Really?
Tyrese from Fast and Furious, he follows my Pinewood page.
Really?
Because it's short form. It blows it out to whoever's on the platform. You never know who's watching. Never. I can show you Tyrese follows my Pinewood page. I'm not even capping.
I'm telling you, like there's people that follow me, bro, that are worth hundreds of millions of dollars, and they're interested in ADUs. I'm like, that's funny, dude. That's crazy. Like
Yeah, because they're ordinary people. They're all on the platform.
and you wouldn't know. But then there becomes a point you get so many followers that you don't even know who's following you, dude.
Yeah.
So that's pretty. And it's like I don't have a lot, but I'm just saying it's like imagine when you have 1 million followers. That's insane.
Yeah.
You really don't know.
Yeah.
So, any last things about Pinewood landscaping ADUs?
No, I mean, do you have any more questions? Last minute questions you want to?
Solid, bro.
Get through?
If you guys are on social media, check out Pinewood. Check out Robert. Dude, you gotta focus. If you have a business, if you're even I think if you have a W-2 job, bro, like there's everybody's doing a little side hustle.
Yeah.
So social media is huge, but you're worried about the camera. Like, stop worrying about the camera. Like, the way I get over this, like, regardless if I do it or I don't do it, people are still going to talk shit.
Yeah.
So I'm just like, whatever. I might as well make money in the process. And the way you're making money now is through social media. That's the way most people are making money right now.
Yeah. I have a kid that I coach. He got really good at, I taught him how to post and angles and taught him lighting and how to keep the viewer engaged. He built a page where he reviews food. He has over 10,000 followers. Every meal he eats for free. And now he's charging restaurants to do a post on his page.
Damn.
And he does landscaping. That's just a little side hustle for him.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah.
So what's the trick?
Keep the viewer engaged. Cell phone footage. Honestly.
Cell phone over camera?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. If you want to go viral, cell phone.
Cell phone over camera. What is it?
For viral, cell phone.
Cell phone.
Yeah.
Trump or Biden?
Trump.
49ers, Chiefs.
I'll say 49ers because my suegro goes for 49ers.
Real Madrid or Barcelona?
Barca.
Favorite beach?
Favorite beach? I would say Huntington Beach.
Damn, dog, you need to go out. Huntington Beach. Favorite vacation spot?
My dad's ranch in Mexico.
Okay.
Yeah.
Awesome. I'm good.
Yeah.